Welcome to Plug In with Avi and Kyle, episode 13.
Well, it's not really episode 13. We're going to stitch episode 13.
Well, it's going to be stitched together. Some of our top moments from our first 12 episodes, plus a little behind-the-scenes stuff that you can laugh at us, see the stuff we made mistakes,
And when we, the bloopers of...
Bloopers and top moments. So let's get right into it. Here's top moment number one. This is Plug In with Avi and Kyle, internet's odd couple who just happen to be your best source for everything that is anything. Tech, news, product reviews. We are happy to welcome you on our maiden voyage. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Yes, sir. We will be covering today some of the latest news, whether it's politics or actually foreign news, as well as some tech information, and to keep you up to date. And some product reviews as well. So without staying on talking a lot, here, Mr. Kyle.
Well, I think that went well, Avi. I think that was a good segue.
Yes, sir.
First thing is first. Mr. Avi, as my daughter calls him, who are we? And why have we decided to do something as silly as trying to start a visual radio podcast?
Well, the thing is that we have great ideas, and we want to share them with our audience. The other option is in Orange County, there's no actual talk radio. We have to listen to the stuff from Los Angeles as well as San Diego. So we're starting something Orange County specific, and we have the capability to engage and make our listeners and have their opinion and count their opinion part of the segment. So that's the goal and that's the focus.
Okay, well, a little about us. We are definitely the odd couple, as I said in the opening. I'm a 30-something Army combat veteran, and Avi is a 60-something year old, 60-year-old.
Yeah, 60. That's the new 40, dude.
He's an Israeli man with a surprising outlook on life that I think you guys will grow to love, the harsh but soft Avi that you're going to learn about throughout these our shows that we bring you. And we promise to tell you the truth as we know it on every single topic and product that we discuss on this show.
Yes, we are going to not only give you the information, hear from you, and get your input on what you think and what we should even be covering down the road. So stay with us, stick with us, and you will be surprised.
Enough about us. Let's open up our second show with my very dear friend. My boy, I guess you could call him.
I'm your boy.
Star of stage and screen, the one and only Mr. Lawrence Cow. Everything this man touches turns to gold.
Really?
Welcome to the show.
I have the Midas touch.
You do. You have the Midas touch. Breaks. You do a lot of
I feel
breaks.
so honored to be on a show, like to be on a podcast. It's so crazy.
When we first met, you told me how shy you were.
I'm still shy, man.
Yeah, but I mean...
I just need some caffeine.
If this is shy...
Thank God for Starbucks.
Yeah.
Well,
Give them a plug.
Starbucks and pills.
But you really started with kind of coming out of your shell, you said, with Cabo Modern, right?
Yeah, definitely. Just dancing in college definitely helped me, I think.
Well, let's take it back. You didn't even dance when you joined Cabo.
Oh, no, not at all.
Why did you join Cabo Modern?
Well, I told you this before. I wanted to do something in college.
Right? Okay.
Oh. Oh, yeah, definitely. To meet the love of my life, yeah.
Maybe studying when you go to college?
Maybe study. But I wanted to do some kind of extracurricular activities. And then I saw like this dance team, and there were all these hot girls. They were dancing, and I'm like, man, I want to do that because I want to hang out with them.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay. And now you've become like a you're a big time dancer now.
I guess so.
Yeah. Now, our guest is Mike Munzing, and we have to make sure, maybe we could get our staff in the booth to check that he's not packing any guns before he comes in here. This guy is a certified A1 gun nut, and I don't mean that in a bad way because I like guns. So, it's going to be an interesting show today.
Yes, and he is one of the conservative Republicans, and I hope that his ideas and some of his beliefs that we can work with the government to make the government more efficient and productive.
Mike Munzing into the studio. He is the Glenn Beck of Aliso Viejo, I guess they call him. He was elected to city council in Aliso Viejo in November of 2012 and now serves as the director for the 12th District of Orange County Council of Governments. That's a mouthful. As a regional council member. Also, the Southern California Association of Governments, which covers 6 counties and 18 million residents. In June of 2012, he was reelected to his second term on the OC Republican Party's Central Committee for the 73rd Assembly District and was quickly asked to join its executive board in an advisory role. With a growing reputation as a fighter for limited government policies, Mike has also been appointed as a delegate to the state California Republican Party, where he was elected to a prestigious CAGOP platform committee by California Assemblywoman Diane Harkey. Beyond Mike's elected positions, he has recently been asked to sit on the board of directors for American Freedom Alliance, which is the organization that defends and upholds Western values and ideas. I hope we checked him before he came in. How you doing, Mike?
I'm gonna take a nap just thinking about all those stuff I'm doing. I just need to take a nap. That tires me out listening to it.
Yeah. It's a lot. We have Dr. David Friedman. Dr. David Friedman with us, and he's going to be with us for our World News segment. He is working in the Ebola field.
Well, I don't know if at the Ebola field.
Well, maybe not a field full of Ebola, but he's working in dangerous diseases or something.
That's it. Well, today our guest is, as Kyle said, Dr. David Friedman, coming to us from Boston, and his company in Next Gen Arrays. Just a little background, Dr. Friedman is Southern California native. And he holds a BA degree in economics and BS degree in electrical engineering. As you know, we are dealing today with all the infectious diseases and what have you, and I understand you kind of working on different options for testing and to speed up the test of different infectious diseases. Can you talk about it a little bit?
Yeah, that's right, Avi. So at Next Gen Arrays, we're developing a new diagnostic that effectively can be used in the field, but doesn't compromise on sensitivity. So we're able to do rapid detection without compromising on the lower limits of detection. So you put the blood on the chip, you put it in the reader, and then it'll give you a quantifiable result.
Wow.
So how long your machine takes to verify if the person is infected or not?
Yeah, I can do a detection of whether or not there's Ebola virus in the fluid that you're putting in, typically blood. So right now it takes under an hour, but our target and we're working towards is detection in under 30 minutes.
Will be film production extraordinaire, slashy actor, slashy all around fantastic fellow, Deo Forteza.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Really? Okay.
Okay, we'll get it. Okay. Everybody calm down. Everybody calm down for a second. So we have 2 new members of our plug-in family here. They also work for the studio, OC Digital Studio, where we film plug-in every week. And they are Claudia and Miara.
Sierra, Ramsey,
Yeah,
Miara.
it's like Sierra, but with an M, Miara. They join our team. They are doing our marketing
and social media.
And they are fantastic girls. If you want to be on the show or film a show here, or you want anything to do with either Plugged In or OC Digital Studio, then you speak to one of them, and they'll get you taken care of.
Or they might be calling you.
Or watch out,
Oh,
because they have bad attitudes, and when they call,
man.
you don't want them to
Answer
call
the
you.
phone.
Yeah, you better call first.
Oh,
That's
okay.
what he say. It's like your mom. Street lights are on. You better call one of these 2 girls.
So it starts with acting in front of the family for the families, and then you graduate to
And dancing, same thing.
Okay.
Singing,
Singing,
playing an instrument.
attempted.
Yeah. So Lloyd Calumet.
Yeah.
That's where we were. So tell me a little bit more about that story.
Lloyd is a crazy video filmmaker for weddings. He does concept films too. He's also married to my cousin, and he's the reason how me and Kyle met as well. So that's top of the list. I was saving the best for last.
Yeah.
But yeah, he had me acting in some of his like early shorts when he was in college, when I was young. Then he got me into dancing, started learning NSYNC together and stuff like that.
NSYNC videos?
Yeah, like the concerts tours, we would learn the choreography off that, and then perform in front of family.
So, do you do any choreography yourself, or?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I was dancing was like it took over acting for a while during college.
Okay.
I was kind of doing both in high school. Then college, I really picked up in dancing with Cabo Modern.
So today's guest, Avi, will be dun dun dun. Chris August, owner and operator of Orange County Ghosts and Legends Store.
Where's your sound effect?
We don't have an input for it. We're waiting on new inputs to come in.
All right. Okay, go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. We'll put it
Tonight,
in post.
today
Yeah.
it was the perfect time.
So if you aren't a believer in ghosts by right now, by the end of the show, you'll be a believer. Orange County Ghosts and Legends Tours. And he's also a paranormal investigator. And I believe I heard, and we'll ask him in a second, I believe he also is a singer. And they run, so Ghosts and Legends Tour runs a year-round ghost tours in Orange County, San Diego, and Arizona. Ghosts just don't come out on Halloween, apparently.
Yes.
So welcome to the show, Chris.
Let's find out.
Fellas, how you doing?
Yes,
Doing
Chris.
all right. So was I correct? Did I hear you also are a musician?
I am. I'm
You
a
sing.
vocalist.
Vocalist?
I sing, yes.
What kind of music?
Mainly pop, soft rock, adult contemporary. So
Covers or your own stuff?
I do original stuff and
Wow.
covers. I do it all. So
You are a man of many talents.
I am very random. Sure. So
Well, my understanding with ghosts and haunted houses, it's these old, creepy places. California is, fairly new. I mean, I understand on the East Coast, in Boston or New York, they said, or Long Island. Where in California do you have buildings?
People
or
die
structures?
every day, Avi.
But they
People die every day.
The people die, but I
valid,
thought
yeah.
the ghosts hide in the creepy places, like old buildings.
Well, I think once somebody's died in a place, that's pretty creepy after that.
But it needs so many years to come back, or if they come back right away.
Yeah, let's get into this.
there's dead people everywhere, no matter where you go. So
Yes.
So there could be dead people in our studio.
there could be. We don't even know it. You
Avi?
could have a couple standing around you right now.
That's not
Well,
cool.
I keep hearing noises upstairs.
Yeah.
But that's the tenant upstairs.
Yeah.
But a lot of this is based on personal experience. And when I say personal experience, that means, for example, if you felt something touch you on the arm, and you know what you felt, you know what you experienced, but that didn't happen to me. It didn't happen to Avi. It just happened to you. That's your experience, and I can't tell you that didn't happen because it was just.
Are you
your
like a ghost hunter? I know they have some people that go with measurements and cameras. And...
Yeah, you could. That's pretty much what we do, and we're not running tours with the public. We'll investigate locations and collect data, whether it's via audio or video formats, using other equipment, EMF as well. But audio and video tends to provide the most compelling evidence on top of the fact that it's recorded. So
Get out. Welcome to the show, Erwin Goldstein, who has been in the retail business, corporate government, educational sales for over 45 years.
Wow.
He is currently an independent sales rep selling video equipment industry and the entire West Coast and Western Canada. He's ICANN representative, but also another product we feature on the show,
as you see,
Aperture.
he came with the ICANN shirt.
He did come with the ICANN shirt today.
Here I am.
ICANN's based in Houston, Texas. Aperture's here, but Texas is where ICANN is from. I just found out 30 seconds ago.
Yep.
Erwin, you are from Texas.
Yahoo.
Yahoo!
And how did you end up from being with B&H, which is a big outfit in New York,
yeah.
to working with ICANN in Texas?
Well,
I know you're Texas.
Take a step back. How did you end up going from Texas to New York?
Well, that was
By
that
train.
was interesting. Actually, that was a spiritual lifting when my wife and I decided that we were changing our lifestyle a little bit, and we have a great leader in New York who was the Lubavitcher Rebbe, is one of the greatest, I think, religious leaders of the world. And he suggested my wife and I move there for our children.
I started putting this together at about 2 minutes, and here we go. This is it. It's working now. So this is the Fly X3, and we can use it to take video. Here's Erwin. I'll take it over to
Are you
Avi.
going to upload it on the?
But they're gonna see it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna, and then here's me. Now, if that's not simple, I don't know what it is. If you can't do this, you should never take a video or picture in your life.
Yes.
And we're going to welcome our first guest to the show, Councilman Dave. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Hey, before we go on live, guys, let me know because I really got to go to the bathroom.
Well,
Too late. Too late. I'm sorry.
no.
You're on the hot seat. You're on the hot seat.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah. So the elections were finished up yesterday?
Yes, that's right. First, Kyle and Avi, let me say, this is fantastic. I love the studio. I love what you've done here. It looks great. Kyle, thanks for dressing up here.
Only the best for you.
What, are we in your backyard here, Kyle? Come on, jeez.
Well, couple questions.
Yes.
Again, I understand you are in Mission Viejo. You're the mayor temp.
Yes, Mayor Pro Tem,
Pro
that's
temp.
right.
Okay.
Right now.
Right now.
What does that mean?
Okay, thanks for bringing up the most painful moment of my life, Kyle. Why don't you just give me a paper cut and throw some lemon juice on it, Kyle?
Well, I'm just asking.
All right, we had the
educated.
election the other day, and I came up short. After 4.5 years of great service, I am out. They've kicked me to the curb. The voters have said, we've had enough of you. Move on.
They didn't hear much of you. I think maybe you needed a commercial.
That's right. I knew I
offered
should have
it.
had a commercial.
And I
You
offered
should've.
it. We would have
Absolutely.
made it viral in Mission Viejo. But you know
Eagles
what?
flying.
A lot of
That's right. I
people.
like that. I like the Eagles. I like the eagle angle.
Well, that's a
Like
crow.
crow. No, I like the crows.
Yeah, or
too.
crows,
Hey,
yeah.
you know where we're at right now. The crows nest, as you probably know,
Wow.
about 5 o'clock every night,
Mm-hmm.
right on the roof of your building, high atop Mission Viejo. I don't know if your listeners know that we are at the highest point of Mission Viejo right now
Wow.
as we stand. Every night at 5 o'clock, all the crows from all over Orange County
I see
land
them
here.
flocking
Yeah.
through. Yeah.
And then
yeah.
they fly over to the other, right across your.
Yeah.
your
No
street
wonder
there
every
we live.
time I get up, I bring the car brand new, clean, and I leave home.
Yeah.
It's
No, it's not from crows. Crows do not defecate on automobiles. They are a clean animal. They no, really, they don't. They know how to take care of it where you don't see it.
This
It's
is
not like
great.
these disgusting seagulls.
Oh, okay.
Big difference.
All
But
right.
let's talk about the election.
Let's talk
what
about
do you
the
want to
election.
talk about? I don't
Well,
know. This,
what
hey,
happened?
jump in anytime, guys.
What
It's your
happened?
show.
So today, our next guest for this segment is fitness modeling guru, but that's not all, Avi. Again, like the other actors we've had, this guy does everything, man. Acting, he works out, he's building his own brand.
He's related to Superman.
He is Superman.
Wow, I didn't know.
You didn't know that.
Nope.
Yeah, Superman's black.
New to me.
Yeah, a lot of white people's heads just exploded. And he does all this, but somehow he still can't turn left on a runway. He's not an ambi-turner. That's a reference to the great movie Zoolander. So, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Yo.
But right now, what is if you were to have
That's
to
if
tell
we
somebody
get
what
to
your
them.
main focus is?
So my main focus right now is just become a working actor.
Oh, yeah.
That's I'm an actor first and foremost. Just trying to find as much work as I can. I'm pretty new to acting. But what I like about it is just that I'm allowed to explore these characters that are brave enough to say my words for me. And I can't do that in real life.
And what
so.
kind of acting do you like?
Potluck.
Action?
He's done Potluck,
Potluck.
James Franco's Party.
James Franco's Party.
So you know his history better than he knows it.
Well, I mean,
I
I've
know, I
worked
just
with this
forgot.
man. Have you worn yoga pants just to try them?
I have never worn
You're
yoga
a
pants.
liar.
Yes, you caught me. I have worn yoga pants just to see how they felt.
Yeah, just to see.
Yeah, Lululemon's my shit. Lululemon's my shit.
We'll be back after this break with more bloopers and outtakes and some of the great moments from the previous shows.
Welcome back. We're going to continue our show with more of bloopers, outtakes, and some of our best moments and best guests and funny moments from the first 13 episodes. Did you ever have roommates?
Well, yes and no. When initially I came to this country, not in college, we didn't have to go to college for college. I went to high school and after that go home and work. But in New York, I had a roommate. Yes.
And did you guys have chores and all that kind of stuff?
Well, you had to keep your end of the bargain. You cook, you clean behind you.
Did you ever have a problem with them completing their tasks?
Yes, sir.
Well, if you had grown up in the time of the iPhones.
We grew up with a time of no phone.
There's an app for that now.
Uh-huh.
So I would like to welcome to the show the person who will make your roommates pay for not doing their job, Jonathan Avalos. Thank you for coming to our show.
No, thank you guys for having me.
Welcome. So tell us about your app and how did you stumble on it?
So yeah, I mean, as this little thing says, little sticker we made the other day.
Okay.
Get your lazy roommates to do their chores. I've had roommates for the last 4 years. Like I'm about to graduate in December. My roommates every single time just always seem to miss the mark. When it came to saying that they're the cleanest guys. I mean, I can't say I'm the cleanest guy.
Well, you're a guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember when our kid was living with somebody and then they have to give up the apartment. We went down there. Man, oh man, you needed hazmat suits to wear. They were two guys.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, even when I was in the military, right before I got out, they kind of transition you into you're not with the fighting group anymore, right? Because you're not going to be there. I was in charge of running this whole barracks. But the problem was it wasn't like normally you live and work in the same building.
Yeah.
But this was guys who worked somewhere else and they only lived there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you would have to go in. It'd be like 2 or 3 days cleaning a room.
But in the military, they are pretty strict on keeping bunks and your stuff.
When you live close to where you work, but when you're who's going to drive across the post just to make sure your bed's made, right?
All right.
Well, I don't know. Maybe we can do a little sponsorship with the military.
Yeah, military
that's
check
always
it.
That's always a new venture we can get into.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I've always had roommates, and every year we tell each other oh yeah, we're the cleanest person, and you come across people you've never met before, because you don't always just live with your buddies.
Yeah.
And so.
No, even if you live with your buddies, some of them are.
Yeah,
pigs.
My roommates every single time just always seem to miss the mark. When it came to saying that they're the cleanest guys. I mean, I can't say I'm the cleanest guy.
Well, you're a guy.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I remember when our kid was living with somebody and then they have to give up the apartment. We went down there. Man, oh man, you needed hazmat suits to wear. They were two guys.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I mean, even when I was in the military, right before I got out, they kind of transition you into you're not with the fighting group anymore, right? Because you're not going to be there. I was in charge of running this whole barracks. But the problem was it wasn't like normally you live and work in the same building.
Yeah.
But this was guys who worked somewhere else and they only lived there.
Yeah.
And I mean, you would have to go in. It'd be like 2 or 3 days cleaning a room.
But in the military, they are pretty strict on keeping bunks and your stuff.
When you live close to where you work, but when you're who's going to drive across the post just to make sure your bed's made, right?
We need something that'll keep us all accountable and something that'll just keep track of chores in general. That was the biggest issue, is keeping track of them. But as time went on and issues happened, with dirtiness and my last year's housing situation, my room was next to the kitchen. So it was the only room next to the kitchen, and all the other rooms were on the other side of the house, and the walls were paper thin. So not only was the noise thing a factor, just
and the marijuana smell.
Whoa, he doesn't do that.
Whoa,
no,
this is a law-abiding citizen.
And
if there was that smell, it's because he has a medical card.
Not him. Not
I go to Christian school.
Yeah.
We don't even drink.
Christian school.
We don't even drink.
Okay.
They worship the Bible and do their homework. That's it.
They don't drink in the school.
They don't drink ever. I got your back. I'd like to welcome to the show host of Passion Driven Television. She has a co-host, but nobody cares about him.
We want the pretty one here.
Rachel Dares. Welcome to the show, Rachel.
Hello. Thank you for having me today.
Yes, Rachel. Welcome.
Thank you.
Okay. You have recorded already a couple shows.
Yes, we actually have 3 shows already.
Oh, 3. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like a pro.
No, you are. You're definitely more professional than us. Way more professional than us.
Yeah, you prepare ahead of time.
Yeah. You don't, Actually, you and Marshall have been in the studio quite a bit preparing.
We have
Which
been.
is nice
we
to
have
see.
been. It's crazy though that you actually make me nervous. People are just sick and tired of the bad news, and I think everybody wants to hear about hope, about something greater out there in the world. And Passion Driven is really about spotlighting people that are doing great things in the world, that are living their dreams and inspiring others to do the same.
Yeah. And just so you know, Rachel has a radio voice. Hit us with it.
Hi, this is Rachel Dares with PassionDriven.tv.
Do you hear that? That's so professional. Let me try it. Hi, this is Kyle. No, see, it doesn't work. It doesn't work.
You
just have
Avi,
to go with
your turn.
Hi, this is Avi with OC Digital Studio and Plugin Pod.
No, why do you keep calling it plug-in pod? That's just
Because you
it's
put
our
it on
handle.
my-
It's our handle
Okay.
for
Twitter.
With plugin.
with plug-in with Avi and Kyle.
And
Oh.
Kyle.
Welcome back,
shows.
everybody. This is Kyle. Plug-in with Kavi and
Kavi.
Kyle. Kavi and Isle. This is Plug-in with Avi and Kyle. Our special guest today is Miss Rachel Dares. Miss, fellas.
That's right.
Miss.
Maybe she should introduce
She's
us
on.
now.
She's Miss, and she's on Plenty of Fish. What? I don't know if she is. Don't go looking for her on Plenty of Fish. I'm just kidding. So tune in Mondays starting December 8th
That's
for
right.
Passion Driven TV, and you can see this. If seeing her isn't enough to lift your spirits, then just listen to us then. I guess this should do it. What?
All right.
Okay.
I think a lot of times as women, there's a bit of a cattiness, you know? And
OC Housewives will tell you about that. Yeah.
and I mean, sometimes for me personally, I feel like it's easier to actually deal with men, you know, because they're just very simple.
Depends on
Whoa.
just,
Oh, it's the first time I've ever been called simple to my face. I mean, I know people
Simple is
thinking about me,
great.
but that's the first time I've heard somebody say it to me. Oh,
and not all men. Watch out.
There's actually a
We have a
beauty in
big guy that-
simplicity.
We'll be back after the commercial breaks with our bloopers, outtakes, and funniest moments from the previous shows.
Welcome back. This is Plug In with Avi and Kyle, filmed at the beautiful OC Digital Studio every single week. So we're going to continue with our best moments and funniest moments from our first 12 episodes. So here we go. Chelsea Wood, mommy blogger. I don't know if that's the appropriate way to say it, but is it mommy blogger? Is that what you're going to go with?
Lifestyle blogger.
Lifestyle.
Mommy
There you go.
blogger,
Lifestyle blogger.
Lifestyle
teacher.
mommy blogger.
Teacher
Teacher.
by day,
Teacher
blogger
by
by
day.
night.
Oh, man. It's like a superhero.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wife, mother on the
Yeah.
side. But I ended up having the best labor and delivery experience, and a midwife delivered my son. So
But you got a midwife, and did you
I
get
had a midwife.
in a hospital?
I did it in a
Oh,
hospital.
okay.
Yeah.
Was
I know if
she-
you're one of those bathtub like.
No, I was not a
Oh,
bathtub.
they-
From the
they-
moment I was pregnant, epidural. I said epidural. That was the first thing I said. I said, I don't care. If
Yeah.
all else fails, epidural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh my goodness.
we sue everybody, and we have the highest when suing and reward and all this, and that's what puts a lot of
Oh,
pressure
well, you can
on the
sue
medical.
for anything.
Yeah, they sue for anything, and they give money like nobody's business. In
Well, the
Europe,
most-
in the other countries, it's limited.
No, they're like, forget it.
But it's limited.
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
sue, but it's limited.
Yeah,
You
not
don't
just
have
on a
to-
whim.
Yeah.
Not just on a whim.
You can sue somebody because they look at you different and get $100 million because
Exactly. Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
one
Well,
of
it's
the
like
things.
that. What's the most famous one? The lady who got coffee,
Uh huh.
Oh,
spilled it
yeah.
on herself, and it was hot.
Yeah.
So she sued.
Like she didn't know it's hot.
No,
She
can I
ordered
get
hot
some
coffee,
cold
not iced
coffee, please?
coffee.
That's why they invented iced coffee.
I had a non-complicated birth whatsoever, and I thought I was gonna walk out of the hospital. I just thought like, I mean, I would have been planning for this ahead of time had I would have known.
Yeah.
And so my husband and I were leaving, and they're like, "Oh, before you leave, like
need
here's
to
your
sign."
bill."
Yeah.
And they said you need to pay part of it, and it was $1,200.
That's
and
all?
That's it?
Well, yeah.
That's their
I mean,
part.
to me, that was a lot of money.
I mean, that is a lot of money.
$1,200. That's for.
I mean, I
having
was
a
there
baby?
for maybe like 2 or 3 days or something, but they were like, "Oh, it's $400 a night stay."
$400 a night. You can.
And
stay at a
that's what I said. I said this is the most
penthouse.
expensive hotel I have ever stayed at,
Wow,
and
and
I think you
it
got out cheap.
I
That
did
is
get out
$400
cheap, but
for-
it still was so
That's expensive, Avi. $400 a night.
Yeah, that's not much.
And but what I was
What
saying
planet
is,
do
I
we
had,
live on that $400 at a hospital is?
A room? Yeah, because they give you
But-
all the equipment and all the gear.
She had an uncomplicated.
That's what I'm
what
saying.
Kind
If
of,
I would have had any
Avi, this
type
isn't
of
like a car.
C-section
You're not
or-
like,
yeah.
oh, I got the leather. I got the
No,
leather
but
bed.
they
It's
have-
not first class.
I mean, I literally had like the least that like,
The least
everything
complicated.
went
Yeah.
exactly as planned.
You had the same suite as a crackhead who came in for an overdose.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
like-
See?
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, I did get,
Well, I was
Yeah.
reading somewhere that they charge.
but I had insurance, but the thing is, I'm because
That
I'm under
was
the
your
age of
deductible.
26.
If you look at
1,200?
yeah.
I mean, that's still not bad that they covered all of it, but I mean, you're one of the few.
Yeah, and well, I'm covered under my dad because of the rule of the 26 and under.
26, yeah.
You're covered, and so I'm like, we're knocking our next baby out before I turn 26. Just kidding, just kidding. My husband's probably like shaking
Yep.
in his boots. at
What's your
home.
husband's name?
Miles.
Prepare yourself, Miles. There's a second child coming
Miles
into
Wood.
your life. We were talking about deep frying a turkey or cooking a turkey and how she likes to cook a turkey because obviously she's a crafty mom who likes to cook and do all this cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't eat meat.
Yeah, my son and I don't eat meat. My husband will say he's a vegetarian. He's not a vegetarian.
I was vegetarian for 18 years, and
Yeah.
I gave it up after a while because in New York you have a lot of places to eat vegetarian, but not in
Not
Orange
here,
County. Not in
yeah.
Orange County. It's meat, hamburgers and hamburgers.
Oh,
That's
I know,
right.
I know.
So
There's nothing tastier than an animal.
When I told my family that we were going to be raising my son Luca a vegetarian, they were like, "Why would you do that to him?"
That's a. I mean,
they
but again,
all
don't feel
love-
shamed for it.
I don't.
But
feel
it's like
shame. I have
that's
no
a tough
shame.
one. I don't know if I could raise a boy and not be like, have a hot dog.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
self-control.
And that's my husband. He's like, "Well, what about when I take him to his first Yankees game and like I can't give him a hot no hot dog."
Well, first of
Well,
all,
they
you're
might-
going
they
wrong
might-
by going to a Yankees
well,
game.
that's the thing.
That's
is
the
my
problem.
my
they may have
we have a split.
vegetarian veggie dog.
No,
or whatever.
if you take your son to, I'll call child services
Well, I'll
if
tell
that
you
kid
right
goes to
now.
a Yankees game.
My dad is.
Why you're not Yankee?
No, who likes the Yankees?
Well,
and he lives
okay.
here. Is he from New York?
He's from New York. And my
a
dad
Mets fan.
is an Angels fan because he's from here. And so the cutest thing ever was that my father-in-law, who's
Yeah.
from New York,
Yeah.
and my dad, they took my son to his first baseball game with my husband, a
yeah.
Yankee Angels game, and the
Yeah.
Angels won.
Oh,
I'm
there
happy
you go.
to announce.
Take that, Miles. Take that and put it in your pipe and smoke it, Miles. That's what you get, Yankees. We have the chef here today, Maria Ibrahim. Yes,
You got it.
Ibrahim.
You got it.
Uh,
Just think ray of sunshine.
Ray-
Maria.
Maria
Yes.
of
Maria.
Sunshine.
Yeah.
Ibrahim. She is a chef who is nationally recognized for food safety and clean eating expert. Right? You're a clean eating expert, award-winning entrepreneur, television chef, author, inventor, and the creator of EatCleaner.com, the premier lifestyle destination for fit food information.
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. You've accomplished more in this paragraph than I have my entire life.
Oh, I don't know about
my
that.
goodness.
I don't know about that. You're on
Wow.
episode 10,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
don't know.
We are going to do a demonstration and talk about some of the products that Chef Maria of Sunshine Ibrahim has brought with her today, and we're gonna talk about them. So, in order to do that, all her products are green. We shoot on a green screen, therefore we have to lose the background, and you're just gonna see a green room. So let's do that in 3, 2, 1. Bam! It's like that. It's magic. We're that good.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the show. We're here with Maria of Sunshine. That's how I have to say it to remember it, so I don't sound like an idiot, even though I already have. I'm sorry.
No worries.
Ibrahim, chef. She's a chef. Grow Green Industries. This is going to be our product review segment. And we're going
I'd like to welcome you to Grow Green Industries, actually, because this is the name of my company.
Yeah.
So I
Does
love
not
the
mess
green
with
behind
green screen. We'd
Perfect
learn.
for us. So part of eating clean for me was starting with clean produce. So our brand name is Eat Cleaner. So you wash your food before you eat clean.
Yeah.
Because the fact is, even though this comes from the ground, there is still bacteria, there's still the potential for pesticide residue, wax, and other things that can make you sick and actually reverse all of the good stuff you're trying to do. So I developed the line with my father. He's an environmental scientist. And everything is all natural, comes from things that you would find just in nature. And we created a patented formula. Our products are patented to be able to clean over 99% of the pesticide residue, wax, and bacteria that can be on your fresh produce.
And it's safe to eat?
You can spray that in your mouth if you like, Kyle.
No.
You can't. I'll do it. You'll taste a little salt.
911,
Ooh, yeah.
what's your emergency?
A little salt. Here, try this, Avi.
Give you some energy too. So the fact is, you can eat it. Well, you have to also keep in mind that about 80% of our produce is waxed. So if you're rinsing with water, it's not doing it. It's just going to roll off. So this is formulated to cut through the wax.
All right, let's do
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to leave this untouched.
Unclean.
This is just like what
Forever
you would
unclean.
get from your
From the
store.
grocery store.
Okay. Now with a wash, all I would do is spray the surface.
Okay.
Very good.
Okay. And I let that sit on the surface of my produce for 2 minutes. And the reason why we say 2 minutes is based on our lab research again. 2 minutes will remove over 99.9%.
And again, if you're doing this and you walk away for those 2 minutes and your kid grabs it, you don't have to worry about them ingesting
Totally. Yeah.
something disgusting.
They're not, you don't have to worry about it. I mean, I have 2 kids and if they can clean it and spray it in their mouth, you can feel safe enough to do that. But I don't know if you guys can close in on that, but already there's a massive difference in the color. Can you?
Oh, yeah.
Can you see the grapes?
Yeah.
Look at the grapes.
Yeah, they look kind of dingy here.
Yeah.
And here they look like a commercial.
Right. Now, here's the crazy part. So if you're just rinsing, what happens? You take your water, and this is the unwashed. Sorry, I'm getting water
okay, it's
everywhere.
okay.
Yeah, it's
You
okay.
run it under the sink, and
no
look at what it does. It just
just
beads
beads
up,
up.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
It doesn't, that's not doing
That's what
anything.
happened with,
It's just sitting on there, right? But look at what happens on this side. Magic.
Oh.
It runs right through. So you know that the water is actually cutting through the surface to really clean
Yeah.
what's underneath. And
Yeah,
broccoli,
to
there's a lot of
rinse down,
crevices. Yeah, so you really want to get under there.
Well, this makes sense because I've gotten grapes before. My wife will wash them and I'll eat them and they still kind of taste dirty.
They taste
But you
like,
can get rid of that.
you can almost taste like residue too.
Yeah,
It's-
exactly.
And especially apples. Apples is I literally take a knife and I'll try to scrape
So just for you,
yeah.
take one of those wipes. Now, we created the wipes so that you could clean fruit on the go. So you've got an apple, a pear, an orange. Even if it's got a peel, you still want to clean it.
Oh, really?
Absolutely,
it'd be on your
because
hands.
it'd be on your. You got it.
I got it.
You
Look
got
at
it.
that.
So you transfer that to the inside of the fruit, and you're contaminating what you're
Exactly.
eating. Right.
Now, Avi doesn't take instruction that well, so if he can do this, anyone can do
So
it.
Avi, I want you to take that and really clean, very thoroughly.
Is there going to be
Get in
residue on
there. Get around the core, especially the top where you get a lot of dirt.
Yeah,
But
right
really
here.
rub it in there,
Yeah, get it, Avi.
Yes, sir.
like you're washing,
Washing.
a car or something.
We're washing Carl.
Poor cow. All right.
Okay.
So you take that.
Okay.
Is it starting to squeak yet?
It's
When
squeaking.
you really start to get clean, it starts to squeak, and that means you're getting the wax off. Because you're getting under that surface,
Yeah.
When there's wax, it just kind of glides
Yeah.
over it.
Yeah.
And,
I take actually a knife and I scrape the
You don't have to
wax.
do that anymore.
Okay.
Clean it,
So
Avi.
you take that,
clean.
you got that,
Yeah, it's polished.
Yeah, it's polished. Look at all the stuff that came off.
Oh,
too.
Oh, that came off of
You've
that
got,
apple?
yeah, you've got all
I
kinds of
opened it just
Look at
brand
that.
new.
It's like little
dirt
pieces
and
of
residue.
dirt. Avi,
Yes, sir.
I think this has got to be one of the biggest guests we've had to date.
This is the only real guest we have.
No, we had one other one. No, we had Maria last week, right?
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm nervous. You know,
Well,
when I had my wedding filmed,
yes.
my buddy who's been doing it longer than I am, Mon
Mm-hmm.
Villacorta, he filmed my wedding.
Uh-huh.
And he told me when he filmed my wedding, even though he's been doing it longer than me,
Was
he's never
nervous.
been as nervous
Yep.
because he's doing it for another person.
Yep.
That's how I feel about our guest today.
Well, I think Felicia here will make you calmer. And
I don't know.
she
She's
will
pretty
soothe you.
intimidating. Man. So without getting too farther into it, we have Felicia. Am I saying that correctly? The poetess Morris.
Morris, yes.
Yes.
I'm here.
Oh my God! So many accolades. I could not decide which ones I wanted were more important than the other ones. So I figure we'll just get into it and let her
tell us
all about herself.
Oh gosh, you're gonna make me brag about myself.
Well,
Hey,
that's
you have
the time to
you
do
have
it.
to, right? They have to.
Yeah.
Well, actually, this year marks my 25th year in radio.
Wow.
I started in 1989 on a syndicated radio show called the Hip Hop Countdown and Report.
Wow.
And maybe a few years, maybe 3-4 years later, I landed a job at 92.3 The Beat in Los Angeles. And 92.3 The Beat went from 92.3 The Beat to 100.3 The Beat, and then it was one other station after that. And I was there 13 years. And shortly after that, I went on to start my own company, Poetess Media. I start really getting into digital content, Sprint and Sirius XM. Well, actually, it was Sirius before they got with XM at the time. And then
The battle was still going on.
Yeah.
right, and they finally got it together. So, and shortly after that, I went on to work for the Foxhole, which was or is Jamie Foxx's radio network on Sirius XM satellite radio. So, and then after that, I just start really getting into this whole internet radio.
Let's take a deep breath. Let all that negative know that we're all in this together and that justice will be served eventually.
On a private note, I mean on a positive
On
note.
a positive note.
Okay, well...
Well, plug your
plug-
show.
tell us all about it.
It's
Tell us
yours.
Well,
Go
I'm
on.
in the process of building Morris Media Studios and Morris Media Lab. Morris Media Studios will be a professional media studio that will have capabilities to do pretty much what you're doing here at OC Digital Studios with being able to broadcast and record internet, radio, and TV programs, as well as we mentioned before, the Morris Media Lab will focus more on teaching kids about new media and broadcasting. Our goal at Morris Media Studios is to become a content production house.
Nice.
We want to produce, discover stars, hosts, personalities, and create shows around them and pitch them to major and mainstream networks. The Morris Media Lab, we want kids to be able to come in and learn everything from hosting shows to being behind the scenes, the technical part. So on Saturdays, my vision is to every Saturday morning, maybe from 9 a.m. to 1.
Not from 2 o'clock in the morning.
The kids will come in and actually host their own shows on an internet kids radio network. So that's the immediate, the vision. But right now we're in the process of raising funds to get equipment.
Yeah, we got some people that I think would love to be involved in
Yeah,
that.
if they come down and see, I mean, this could be really a great place for especially
Not
kids.
could be, it is going to be.
Yes,
a
you're
great
right,
place.
you're right.
Positive mental
Yes,
health.
Absolutely going to be a great place. I get chills just thinking about it. I love it.
Thank you.
I love it. You know what? You're not just doing this, like you said, to make money. You're giving back to the community. And there's no greater thing you can do than to help out the future generation.
Yeah, if I can live and travel and have nice surroundings, I don't need no money.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Let's get into it with our first guest, Lolly McHardy.
Yes.
Hello, Lolly. Thank you for joining us.
Hello.
Guys, thank you for having me.
So you are a executive vice president parliamentarian for the Huntington Harbor Philharmonic
I am.
for this Cruise of Lights. Like, what is your role?
Cruise of Lights is a narrated cruise through the channels of Huntington Harbor. We start tomorrow night, Wednesday. It runs December 17th through December 23rd. All our volunteers from the 5 groups are all out there in our blue sweatshirts, and we load the buses and take them over to the Huntington Harbor Yacht Club, and we
So
load
the
'em-
tour actually in buses or in boats?
Well, no, we start out on buses.
Okay.
And then we take them over to the Huntington Harbor Yacht
harbor.
Club. They load the boats. We
Oh.
have 4 big boats, and we take them through the harbor, and they enjoy. And all our homes are lit up.
Oh, so you're actually reviewing the homes on the harbor.
We started out with our boat parade, which was last Saturday and Sunday, and that's as a thank you to all our residents for decorating their homes.
Yeah.
Because we want as many
And-
decorated homes as
And
possible.
probably there's a competition between the neighbors who go to
Absolutely. Oh, we give out our awards. We had our awards ceremony on Sunday morning.
Nice.
So all the boats got awards. So they really go all out.
And now to talk to us about some of the programs that they offer for children, we have Helene Rolette here, also from the Huntington Harbor Philharmonic. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Pleasure to be here.
So you guys, so the Philharmonic Society offers a lot of youth programs, and you're gonna tell us about that. So let's just do it. Let's get right into it.
Okay.
Just fill us in.
All right. All this money that we've been trying to raise, okay, goes to the, well, not quite all of it, but most of it goes to the Philharmonic Society of Orange County, in which they offer programs to all of the children in Orange County. They offer things like the 2nd graders get to hear the Disneyland band. They get to go to a very nice venue. The 3rd graders hear the Music Mobile, and the Music Mobile members take the Music Mobile out to the schools, and they do a presentation about orchestras to the kids.
Very cool.
So they learn all about the orchestra. They get to see all the instruments.
Nice.
And at the end, they get up and they can go play the instruments.
Ah,
and so they can
Yeah.
do the violin and they can
Yeah.
do those cymbals
Yeah.
and
Favorite
the
thing for
drums
kids to do.
and-
Touch.
yeah.
Touch things.
It is.
Touch things. Yeah. Make noise and touch things.
So it gets them. They learn a bit, and they get excited about doing those things.
Very cool.
The 5th graders go to the. I don't know. It's the 4th graders go to either the Bowers Museum or San Juan Capistrano Mission.
Oh, very cool.
And they tour the mission or the museum, and then they have a program that's put on that has a little bit of the history of music. And so the guy that's there is really great because he brings all kinds of old instruments, including the washboards, and he plays those and everything. So it's
banjo and all the good stuff.
yeah,
Very
all
cool.
the good old stuff.
Very
and
cool.
So,
Still filming at the wonderful Orange County Digital Studio.
OC Digital Studio.
OC Digital Studio. Well, OC stands for Orange
Yeah,
County.
okay.
Been in the heart of Mission Viejo, highest point where the crows roost every night at 5
Every night
o'clock.
at
or
5
something.
o'clock. Uh-huh.
Yeah. All right, Avi. Well, that's it for. We're out of time.
Hour of the time and on the end of the year.
Yeah. Looking back at this stuff is kind of embarrassing because we have a lot of work to do to get better.
Well,
but
the more we are like wine. The
yeah,
older we get,
yeah,
the
exactly.
better we become.
But I have to say, it has been a fun time. I look forward to doing more, and I cannot thank our crew enough. Alec, Kevin, Greg, Carl, Miera,
Yes. Claudia,
Stephanie, Arna, myself, and Avi.
Every now and then, Avi.
And every now and then, Avi. And you know what? We can't forget Steven.
Yeah.
So any audio mistakes that you've ever seen in any of our shows, that's his fault. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. This is it for the year. We will be back with you on the 7th of January. And we'll see you then. Thank you for joining us.